So apparently, I decided to recreate a hairstyle that I made a couple of months ago that went viral. This is the hairstyle, but in the process, I had an idea to switch it up a bit, and this is what I ended up making. So you all stick around, so I will show you guys how I made this super beautiful hairstyle. Okay, so let's dive right in. As usual, I'm starting off on a clean hair, which has been moisturized and even combed. So right now, I'm parting a straight line, making sure the line is well cleaned out using my sectioning comb. I don't want to call this, is it a raptor comb? I don't know. Anywho's, I'll put that aside and start working with one side of it, which I will further be parting like an L shape. As you guys can see, I will, put in my shine and jam. You can use any edge control of your choice and further slicker the line, like make the line more visible using my sectioning comb. So once that is achieved, I'll further part this into two, just like part the middle, then I'll start cornrowing. So once both cornrows has been achieved, I'll move to the needle to make another cornrows there, which is quite different from the style we are recreating. That one, as you guys can see, have nothing in the middle, just like a parted straight line, which was what I even did when we started. Like I parted a straight line, but along the line, I just thought, why not switch it up a bit more, and I parted out this line in the middle, which I am currently curling now. So I will do that all the way to the back. Okay, and there we have it. So now it's time for threading. For that, I've already threaded one at the back, as you guys can see. So now I'm parting for the second threading, which I am doing over here. Okay, I'll comb her hair out, and I'm using 8 strands of the Brazilian wool to braid. Okay, if you've been on this channel, you know how we do it over here. We'll braid first before we thread. So I'm using 8 strands of Brazilian wool, put it onto the hair, making sure that the end of the cornrow is attached to this one. Okay, like before you add the end of the cornrow to anyone, you make sure that is a straight line. I don't know, like is in the same line. You're not slanting the cornrow down or up, making like you make sure it's in a line. I don't know if you guys are understanding me. So next, after braiding for a little bit, I'll go in with another strands of the Brazilian wool. I think 3 strands, and start threading with it. See here, for this back part, we're not going to be threading for long, like very long. Actually, for me, if I could make a correction with this style, I would probably have a leave out of her hair. Like I'll just thread for a very little bit, since this is at the back. Okay, you understand why I'm saying this later. So take note. You might, even though your child's hair is very long, even though you might want to leave out the hair, like you trade for a little bit and the hair is still visible. For me, I was trying to cover up Adobe's hair, which honestly at the end of the day it looks like it's very long. So take notes. You want the back to be very short, like the threading at the back to be very short. So as you're proceeding up to the front, it will start getting longer. Okay, a little bit by bit. For each one you trade moving forward or upwards, it will get longer than the previous one. Okay, so this is the second to the last. It will be long. Okay, if possible, when you're threading, to make sure that you're getting the accurate length, you will thread and check if if the length is touching the back, that is the neck. Okay, you will thread and see if the length of the one you've threaded so far is touching the neck, and that's the back, or the last one at the back. You see, check if it's touching it. Okay, so when it is touching it, you allow it to be longer, just a little bit more. if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, basically for every one you trade upwards, it gets longer. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm done with this side, so I'll do the same on the other side, which I'll just show you guys a little bit. I'll start by cornrowing as well. You guys, you know what we do here. First of all, I parted an L shape, which now I am cornrowing. Okay, so just watch a little bit of that, even though there was no need for me to add this part, but this cornrow kind of looked more sleek. It looks more, neater than the other two on the other side, which is why I just decided to add it. Okay, so yeah, now that we've achieved the cornrows, I'll start trading as well. So I've done about 3 tradings here. So for this third one, I'll show you guys how I prep the hair. Okay, so I usually brush hair before I start trading any hair, or before I even start making any hair at all. Like, I brush the hair a lot. I'll brush the hair. I will even apply conditioner. In case you don't know this now, threading hairstyles dries out hair a lot, so you want to prep the hair, apply enough conditioners to the hair, so to avoid your hair being dry while is underneath the threading. Yeah, so let me show you guys how I parted this one, which kind of look a bit different from how others were parted. Even though it's a straight line, it kind of look like a triangle. So to make sure that we still got a straight line here and continue the process of the hairstyle, it have to look like a triangle. Okay, which I will brush, comb, apply conditioner, before I start threading. So this is the last one. I'll thread just like I've been doing. You know the rules. Okay, you first of all braid, okay, before you thread. I've explained the reason for that a couple of times in most of my threading hairstyle videos. And guys, we are done with that. We are done. So I'll cut out the excess, like every single bit of it. We are not leaving like 2 strands. Okay, yeah, we're not leaving any strand at all. We just cut out all the excess, and voila, this is what the side look like. We haven't cut out the other side. We just want to work with the side first. So I'm gonna start tucking it in outwardly, okay, not inward, outwardly. I'm gonna start tucking it in one by one, putting one across the other, folding it, making sure like the folding is tight enough. Like, I don't mean tight to the scalp, tight in the sense that it won't loosen up. I don't know, in the sense that the wrapping won't loosen up. As you guys can see, we're wrapping this, so you have to make it tight to an extent, not to the scalp, just tight to so the wrapping doesn't loosen up. So once I get down here, I'll take 2 strands of the wool and start threading. So guys, this is what I was talking about. Assuming you see how bulky this thing is looking right now, this can be avoided if you start the threading like the down threading that I was talking about, leaving out hair. Yeah, if you had left out hair, you're not threading to cover up all the hair, it's the quantity will not be this fat. Okay, if you want your own not to be fat like this, take note of that. You don't have to thread till you cover the whole hair. So I repeated the same thing on the other side. By the way, the ends of the cornrow was put into one of the threading. I know I didn't mention that. So anywho's, I'll put each ends on opposite side. Okay, that is this one to the other side and the other one to basically. So I'll just start wrapping that on one, like I will just wrap it on one of the threadings on that side. Okay, you guys know that we still have like 2 strands of the wool that we use to thread the ends. Yeah, so that's what you'll be using to do this whole wrapping, and you tie that out securely, then you bond the end so it doesn't unravel. And I'll do the same to this other side. Take this over, like, you have to be careful at this stage. Okay, you don't need to be an expert to be able to get this, even though it might look difficult, but you don't need to be an expert. Which is why you have to make yours not to be this bulky. take note. So yeah, I'll tie that and bond the ends. And guys, we are literally done. Okay, so I'll just lick down her edges and voila, that is it for this. That is it for this. You can leave the hair at this stage and it's not looking identical as the one we are recreating, like as the one that inspired this particular hair. Okay, so you are good to go at this stage, but we are not stopping here. I like to be extra. We're gonna go extra miles. I mean, even though the style kind of look a bit different from the one we are recreating, I still feel like it's the same. So we're gonna switch that up. For that, we'll be using our kinky. This my kinky is quite long, so I'll cut it into 3. If yours isn't as long, you can cut into 2. And I will just give Adobe most of it, so hold for me while I do my thing. So I will just be taking quite a chunk of the kinky and pass it underneath the back here where the interchanging the yeah, I will be tying it. Yes, you are not using crochet needle. Well, maybe later I might use the crochet needle, but in the meantime, I'll just be taking like some quantity of the kinky and put it like tie it. Okay, just tie it. Tie it. Yeah, I will just keep on doing that until I get the quantity I want. So yeah, you can do this like maybe a few days after your child have had this hair, like the natural state of this hair. You can just leave your child to have it on for like 1 week, then you can switch up the style a little bit and start doing all this. But you guys know that we are creating this video, so we just have to do everything in 1 day. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you see the point where I am using the crochet needle. That is because of the cornrow is not as wide as the rest, so there is no how I can do that with my bare hands without a crochet needle. So I'll just keep on with this process until I get the quantity I desire. Just keep tying it on top of each other. Yes, tie it on top of each other. We are going for a quantity. Yeah. So I guess I stopped here or not, and I just trimmed out the excess. Yeah, I just start trimming out. After I've trimmed out to the quantity I think it was okay, I brushed it out, which the part is not showing. Yeah, I know it's not showing, but I did brush it out because we want it to be smooth. We want it to look like natural hair. So this is what we have after I've brushed out. Guys, tell me you're not feeling this hair. Tell me you're not feeling this hair, and I'll give you back the data that I used to watch this particular video. I'm just kidding. But anyways, you guys, this looks so fantabulous. This looks so gorgeous. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Will you be trying it out? And yeah, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, okay? And subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, see you all in my video. Bye.